Hey y'all, welcome to or welcome back to Dave's Tech Way, whichever way the situation may be. In this video, we're going to be doing another eBay build. This is the second one on my channel. I'll put the card up here for the first one that I did. And I'm just going to give you a rundown of the ports, what I paid for them. I'll give you a time lapse of the build process of it. And then I'll give you some of the results, the benchmarks that I ran on the system. And of course, at the end, I'll give you a conclusion to what I think of the build and the performance for what I paid for it. I'll be right back. Alright all, like I did in my first eBay build video, we're going to kind of go over the ports now, and I'm going to tell you what I paid for them compared to what they cost new, just to give you a little bit of an idea of what kind of money I was looking at saving. Right here we're looking at the MasterBox Lite 5 RGB case. I actually got this case used here locally. I paid 10 bucks for the case. It was missing the RGB lights. So I went ahead and bought two LED strips and 3 RGB lights for it for $27. So in this case altogether, I paid about $37. This case new right now is just about $76 for this case. So that's pretty good savings on that. Like I said, you know, this RAM here came out of my personal rig. I upgraded my RAM so I could use this RAM in this build, which I was looking to upgrade my RAM anyways, and I was looking to buy a RAM, so I went ahead and upgraded mine. Then I'm going to use this in the build to sell it. So I gave it the full price, which I paid $70 for this RAM. To buy it new today, which, you know, it's been a few months since I bought that RAM. You can buy that RAM today brand new for $52.99, where I paid almost 70 bucks for it just a few months ago. That was before the RAM prices dropped so much. Alright guys, now we're going to go into the storage. This here is a Kingston 240 gig SSD. I also pulled this out of my rig because I upgraded to the 660p 1 terabyte for my drive. So I pulled this one out of mine as well. I paid $40.15 for this drive a few months ago. And now they got them on sale, or they got them on Amazon right now for $29.99, which that ain't bad for a 240 gig SSD. This one right here, this is a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM Seagate Barracudas, which I messed up on the spreadsheet. I actually put down there was a Western Digital, but you're looking at about 45-50 bucks for a 7200 RPM 1 terabyte hard drive. I put down, I paid $45.99, which I paid for that drive when it was new. And today you can get the Western Digital or the Seagate, either one, for about 45 bucks. So I actually spent a little bit more on that when I bought that drive than what should have been spent on it. And that right there is going to be part of the biggest savings I got. That's the Ryzen 1400. I got it for $78, where if you buy that new today, it'd be almost $135, $134.89. So that there was a big part of my savings. Between that, the case, and the graphics card, well, most of my savings came from on this. And right here is the AMD. It's the AMD Wraith Stealth Stock AM4 cooler. Whenever I bought the processor, it didn't come with a cooler, which I had this one. I used the one off of my Ryzen 2400 build that I used because I got the T4 from my Cooler Master. But if you actually end up getting the Ryzen 5 1400 off of eBay without a heatsink, you'd have to buy one of these. Amazon sells them for $15.45, so I added that to both price lists, the used and the new. Alright, right there we're looking at the motherboard that I also got used. That's a big part of the savings of the build as well. I paid $53.40. All my used part prices that I paid on eBay is also including shipping. And to buy that board new, actually I can't find it new anymore. The latest price that I was able to find on it was $93.98, so almost $94 motherboard for $54. I don't think that's too bad of a savings on the motherboard. Plus, it already had Windows 10 Pro activated on it, so I didn't have to buy the activation key for it. Alright guys, right here's the power supply. As you can see, it's still got the wrapping on it yet. It is new. I recommend buying new power supplies. I don't like the idea of using a used power supply. It's the EVGA 450 BT 80 plus bronze, 450 watt. I know a lot of guys say you ought to go at least 550 watt, but this 450 watt will be more than enough power to power this system. I bought it new for $44.05, and also in the new ports list I put it as $44.05, so there ain't no difference there, there ain't no savings. And right here, guys, is another part of the big savings that we're looking at right here on this build. This is the EVGA GeForce GTX 1060 6 gig. It's got the 6 gigs of memory in it instead of 3 gigs. I paid $142.50 for this video card off of eBay. And to buy it new at the time of filming, it's $309.99. Alright, all. Now, since I showed you the ports that I used in the system and gave you a breakdown of what I paid for the ports compared to what they actually cost if you buy new, you're looking at $395.68 if you include the price of Windows 10 Pro, which a lot of people go to these websites and get it. So we'll knock that off of the price. So that's actually $275.68 I've saved on this build. Now I'll give you a time lapse of the build. I'll give you a little bit of the performance I got out of it with that 1060. It is also a 6 gig, which I didn't put that in the spreadsheet, but it is a 6 gig card, not the 3 gig version. Alright, I'll give you a breakdown of the ports and what we saved. You know, what I bought new, what I bought used. You know, you're looking at $275 or so in savings. That's pretty good savings. You know, and it, like I said, that 1066 gig cord makes a very good graphics card for 1080p gaming, which that's what a lot of people play on. But if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. There's that comment section down there, guys. If you'd like to see some improvement on my videos, if you'd like to see me benchmark other games or something on this when I do these kind of videos. I'm also getting more into Twitter and Instagram. If you'd like to come over and follow me at them, it's just the Dave's Tech Way. I'll drop a link in the description for both of them at the bottom if you want to go down there and check out the description. With that being said, guys, y'all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.